Tonight on Supernanny, Joe meets the Larmers. This family of 6 has lost all control.
I'm their grandmother, and I really don't want them at my house.
With 4 destructive kids, Mom becomes a drill sergeant.
Get out of the wheelbarrow right now.
Barking out orders.
Do not climb on the furniture.
When Dad steps into the ring,
quit thinking you're so damn smart.
both parents come out swinging, and Joe is caught in the middle.
Can I call timeout right now?
Will Joe be able to turn down the volume?
John! John!
And get these parents to focus on their kids?
I just feel like such a terrible mom.
Take a look and see what family we've got here.
Hey, we're the Larmers. I'm Judy.
I'm Ed.
And we have 4 children. John is 4 years old. We have twins, Justin and Jessica. They are 2 1/2, and we have a baby named Joey. And he's 11 months old.
4 adorable children.
I work from 6:30 to 4:30. That means Judy has the kids all day long.
Uh-oh.
Our kids are extremely destructive. Don't hit your sister with this. There are so many broken things in our house. They peel the wallpaper off the walls. They've broken slats in the wood blinds. John loves to get on our dining room table and swing the light around. We just moved to Fort Worth, Texas from Florida to be closer to my family.
I mean, I'm their grandmother, and I love them dearly, but I really don't want them at my house.
These children are into everything.
Our kids, they don't listen to us. Get in the house. Justin, come up by the truck. Our son, John, he is very dominant with the other kids.
Look at the eldest one.
He's always pushing Justin around and hitting him and knocking him down. John Edward Larmer, take your turn.
When I get home, I try to lay down the law because the kids are running crazy.
Time out. No. Spank butt. Where are we going with this?
Whatever it takes. I would like a happy family that likes to hang out together.
Knock it off.
Bit of a stern voice.
No, Dewey.
Please, Supernanny, come help us. We need it.
This house is out of control. We need you, Supernanny. We need you desperately. Please come and help us.
I'm on my way. Hello.
Oh my God.
How are you?
Great, how are you?
Very well. Pleased to meet you. I'm Joe.
I'm so excited.
Pleased to meet you. Who's this little one here?
This is Justin. He's one of the twins.
Hi, Justin.
When I first met Joe, I was so excited I almost cried. I thought, there's my light at the end of the tunnel, there's my hope, and I can finally have my kids and my house fixed. Joe, this is my husband, Ed.
Hi, Ed.
Nice to
Pleased to
meet
meet you.
All right.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm here today. I'm going to be watching the family.
First time I saw Joe, I just instantly got butterflies. I was nervous, sweaty palms. I just, choked up, didn't know what to say.
You have to work now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll have a good day today.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll see you when you get back.
All right.
The first thing that I noticed when I walked into the house was that the children were playing in the living room like it was a playground. And so I recognised very quickly that the behaviour that I was seeing from the children was because of boredom, that they weren't being occupied. And then Mum pulled me aside and she gave me a quick tour of the house. And this latch is for what purpose?
To keep them in their rooms.
Whenever they're in this room,
Whenever
you lock
they're in
the
here
door.
to sleep, I hook the door shut.
Are there locks on every door? Like that's got a lock on it, the bedroom door.
My door has a lock, John's door has a lock.
John's door. I couldn't believe it. There were gates and locks on every door. I thought it was a little bit extreme. You have to barricade quite a lot in your home.
I do it just to minimize my hassles.
After the lock-up tour of the house had finished, I got to see the other method of prevention.
Get off there now. You do not climb on the furniture. John, get off the fireplace. Leave the computer alone. Do not spin that chair. Out of the kitchen. Out.
Mum's definitely got her hands full. I mean, let's face it, keeping 4 young children occupied is no easy task.
One of their favorite things to play with, like we don't have enough toys out here, is my husband's mixer.
That doesn't surprise me.
I usually don't let my kids outside that often because they do get dirty and I prefer them to stay clean. Get out of the mixer. Jessie Lynn, get out of there right now. Where's Justin? Oh, the gate's open. Go find a toy to play with.
With all the time Mum's spending chasing these kids around, barking orders at them, she could be playing with them instead.
I said go find a toy to play with. Jessie, get out of the dirt.
Coming up on Supernanny.
Okay, Mr. I don't ever start an argument.
When Joe calls a timeout,
Is this done in front of the kids all the time?
Yes.
Mom's hard shell begins to crack.
What example are you setting?
A terrible one.
When Supernanny returns.
Judy explained to me that she didn't get to spend a lot of time at her mum's house.
We all lived in Florida, and one by one, my family moved out here.
So did you go over and see your mum and sister a lot?
Like maybe every other week. I'm not really allowed to go to my mother's very often.
Why is that?
She doesn't like the kids there because they get into too much stuff at her house.
It's a shame.
It is.
But today's visiting day, so I'm about to see exactly how it really is at Grandma's house. When we arrived at Sharon's home, I got to know Sharon a little bit. Hi, pleased to meet you. I'm Jo.
I'm Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. Nice to meet you. And she started telling me how she loves her grandchildren, but they get their sticky fingers into everything.
They cannot leave their hands off anything. They just go through the whole house.
Give me those. Give me those. Give me those. Give me those. Joey, can't touch Nana's things.
So if you know that Judy's coming over here, are you kind of like...
Yes. It's like with Thanksgiving coming up. I'm stressed already.
Well, I understand that Grandma gets really angry about the children into everything, but they've got nothing else to play or occupy themselves with. They're kids after all. I mean, where are their toys?
They just come in and tear everything apart.
Oh my goodness.
So I think her expectations on these children are just a little too harsh.
It's easier at my house where everything's kid-proofed.
But just to even pop over and see your mum is obviously hard work because you can't sit down and have a conversation.
It's like not worth coming over because it's just way too much work. Leave these grapes alone. Now she's breaking your grapes.
Grandparents should want to spend time with their grandchildren, but right now, that's not what's happening.
Come on, Justin, get away from the street.
When Dad got home, he played with the children for a little bit, and then out of nowhere, he and Mum got into one nasty fight. I don't know what it was about.
I haven't mentioned that in 5 years.
Yeah, but
you have to bring it up like it happened yesterday. I thought we agreed to leave the past. It's like if I ask you to do something nicely, you ignore me just like the kids do. I have to turn into a raving to get you to do anything.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Is this done in front of the kids all the time?
Yes.
Parents are going to have arguments from time to time, but the language they were using towards one another in front of the children, I had to interrupt. I'm going to have to say something. Can I call time out right now?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, because I need to call time out right now.
Okay. Because
Your children are around you at the moment, and this is something we will discuss later on. When I first meet a family, I go in and I watch the dynamics between the parents and the children. After observing the Larmer family, I had definitely seen enough and I knew it was time to call for a family meeting. So if you guys are ready, let's go and sit down and have a talk.
I'm nervous about the conversation we're gonna have with Joe because I think it's gonna be really hard to hear all of our faults.
Going into this family meeting, I am wondering what I am doing wrong. I'm just nervous that, Is she gonna throw rocks at me or is she gonna shake my hand?
Let me start off by saying you're extremely grounded parents, and that is a reflection on the way that the children are. That's a real credibility to the pair of you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
But for me to walk in and see two adults verbally spitting out remarks at one another where I have to call time out because it is only me that is registering that you have young children around you is beyond me. What example are you setting, the pair of you, for the kids?
A terrible one.
Let's talk about the safety in the house. I love that the pair of you are very responsible in making sure that your children are protected from harm's way, but the pair of you have gone overboard. There are stair gates everywhere. If it's to keep the children in their bedrooms, I think a lot of it is slight laziness.
It was the lazy way out, I guess.
It is the lazy way out because it doesn't actually benefit the child and there's no learning curve from the process. Now let's talk about routine. You have the cornerstones of a routine when the children get up, go to school, get ready for the evening. But the gaps in between are not productive because in that space of time, the children jump on the sofas, they play with the cushions. So these children are bored. It's wrong. What I don't see happening are correct measures of discipline here. But the one thing that I do notice, and that is when the children are being given a warning, Judy, whew, you are hardcore, girl, and it's a bit intimidating.
Get over there! Move that here! Over there!
That's what you sound like. You're standing over them. You never come down to their level.
It's easier for me to pick them up to my level.
Judy, how scary is that? That you be picked up by your shoulders while your mum puts you 2 inches away from her face. I tell you one thing, I will be shaking.
It's all right, babe. You're gonna know.
I just feel like such a terrible mom.
I know how much you love your children, but discipline should not be about intimidation. You want your children to be able to come to you, to be able to respect you, but know that as parents, you're going to draw the line. Are you both committed to put hard work into changing this around?
Yes, I am.
Yeah?
Joe was correct about everything. We're ready to start this long process of healing this family back to health.
And I do need 2 key players, because after all, this is about you 2 guys making sure that you are happy bringing up 4 beautiful children. So if you guys are ready for hard work, I'm ready as soon as possible.
Let's start right now. When we had our conversation about the family and most of it was aimed towards me, that hurt a lot. So I really am gonna try my hardest to do everything she tells me to do.
Coming up on Supernanny, when Joe introduces productive play,
Okay, let's go! Let's go do some painting!
things get a little messy.
Jesse, no!
When Supernanny returns. But first, a tip from Supernanny.
Parents, do all you can to make your children safe at home. A toddler sees the world from this level. A baby sees it from this level. So do what you can, see what they see, and protect them. The first thing I do when I go back to a family is to place a family routine in their house. Hello? Hello? Okay, the family routine.
All right.
All right, let's go through it. From 9 to 10, I want you to get productive with Jessie and with Justin. So let's get messy, let's get arts and crafts out, and let these children start enjoying themselves.
Okay. When Joe put that schedule on our pantry door, I felt Like I would have things that I know I need to be doing with the kids instead of letting them have too much free time.
From 11:15 to 12:15, yet again, productive play. What that is going to do in the long run is promote a Judy that is going to start to chill out a bit, start to relax and recognise that having fun with your children comes first.
I like it. It's all in black and white right there.
Judy?
I can't wait to start. The best part of the new routine is that now I have so much more time to spend with my kids on a positive note instead of just screaming at them all day long.
Judy can be very obsessive when it comes to having everything tidy.
What's it say over here?
Don't touch lines or I'll spank your butt.
It sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
She doesn't like mess, so very calculated. I made sure that the productive play in the afternoon was arts and crafts. Okay, let's go! Let's go do some painting!
Painting.
I have to get used to the kids getting dirty
Come on, let's go paint.
because all I have to do is wash them, and they're as good as new. Do these come out in the washer?
What, those
The
paints?
paint,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, of course, it's all
Okay.
colour washed up.
Okay.
Children's paints are, you know that.
No, I didn't know that
Yeah.
because I've never even looked at them.
It's not staying. At first, Judy was a little bit apprehensive. Mama's gonna get her hands! But when she saw the smiles on their faces and she saw how much they were enjoying themselves, I don't even think she thought about it.
I've never seen my wife get out there and do that with the kids, and they were just having a fun they ain't never had before.
I didn't know you were so good with a paintbrush, John.
I think Judy felt proud of herself, and it put a big grin on her face as much as it did the children. Look at John smiling. Look at them kids, you see? Our kids need to be kids. Did you ever go to the park and get yourself rolled with mud?
My mother was so afraid of us making a mess, it was just never allowed to be done.
Do you see a reflection there somewhere?
Yes, I do.
And that's what I want you to do, break that mould.
And I really want it to be different for them. It's just really hard to do something other than what you've known your whole life.
This is what it's about, being kids and having fun. And she relaxed, and we saw a different side to Judy, and the children saw that side too.
They're definitely having a lot of fun.
Oh, they were all smiling. Look at their faces. There was a quiet moment where I could just talk to Mum with regards to her tone of voice. This is you.
Can you put that down?
That sounds
John! John!
That sounds terrible.
That is how you speak. It's a real low, harsh voice, and it's like marching orders.
Joe sat me down to let me know exactly what I sounded like yelling at my kids. And when she did her imitation of me, it made me flinch. I can't believe I yelled at my kids like that.
There are 3 levels, your everyday voice. Then there's the voice that's slightly higher pitched, and it's when you're praising children. And then when you are giving the children discipline, you need to adopt an authoritative tone, which is of a lower tone.
Without the yelling.
Without the yelling. It's John. Stop that behaviour, please. I'm really not happy with that. So let's practice your tone of voice.
John, please stop doing that.
Okay, that was better. I want to hear another one, though. I'm not fully convinced.
No.
No.
John, you are not to swing from the mantelpiece. Please get down.
Okay, that is better. Why?
Because I was firm without scaring them.
So I want to practice the praising. I want to see your voice come up a notch or 2.
Or 2. Okay, how about, great job, John. Mommy's really proud of you.
Keep going. Jessica, that was fantastic.
Jessica, that was fantastic. It's gonna be really tough to make sure that I keep my voice levels correct and that I am using the vocal tones that she taught me to use. Justin, you did a great job. Look, you did it.
All of a sudden, your eyes light up. There's a smile, cheekbones are in your face, and everything changes.
Happy.
And that is what I need you to understand about yourself. Now that Mum's going to work on her voice control, we need to set up some discipline so that she's not just shouting and yelling at these kids all the time. Naughty blocks. And these blocks are going to be consequences for unacceptable behaviour.
John, you either have to get up and help or you need to sit over there, but you cannot sit on my lap, okay?
We were in the playroom and the kids were helping tidying up. But John, he was in a pouty mood and he just didn't want to help. Tell John that you want him to help with the buckets and sit to the side, but you don't want anybody on you. You've already told him that you don't want him to sit on you.
I did. You either help with the buckets or you sit over here by yourself. I do not want you sitting on me right now.
And give him a warning with a low voice.
John, you will listen to Mommy or you will go to your naughty block. Do you understand me?
Judy did warn him, but he refused to help. So after the naughty block, he went. Take the Lego piece off of him, and I want you to explain why he's on here.
John, you are on this block because you didn't listen to Mommy. So now you have to sit here for 4 minutes.
Leave him. Leave him. If he gets off, you'll place him back. That's what I meant to go through and explain to him.
John, Mommy put you on this naughty block because you did not listen to me. Now, can you tell Mommy you're sorry?
Let's change. Let's try a different voice. Let's go and play.
Come on, let's go play.
Coming up on Supernanny.
She thinks I think they're heathens. And you do think my kids are awful, and my kids are not awful.
After a communication breakdown, Joe gets this family talking.
I can read your feelings in the way you talk to me, and it hurts.
When Supernanny returns. But first, a tip from Supernanny.
Parents, it really is true. The way you speak to your children has a massive impact on the way they respond. So don't be shy. Use that mirror and practice. That's fantastic. Judy was working hard on gaining control over the children's behaviour. And unlike previous visits to Grandma's, she had high hopes for the next visits. So I asked Sharon and Judy to join myself for a chat.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm all right, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you. Up until now, you didn't fully realise how much of an impact your children's behaviour had on Grandma's attitude towards the children in her own home. Is that correct?
That's correct. Because we had Joe there as sort of a mediator, I think we were able just to get it all out in the open.
She thinks I think they're heathens, and I never said that.
What are they?
I said they're out of control.
Is it because I left them with so much unoccupied time?
I never said that.
And you do think my kids are awful, and my kids are not awful.
They're not well behaved.
What do you expect them to be?
Well behaved.
Tell me what well-behaved means.
Somebody that isn't running around all the time. I mean, bring some of their toys over.
That's a great idea.
When they come to my house from now on, we will have the naughty chair, and they'll have their bucket of toys and books and that they can play with. And hopefully everything will work out fine.
We had a chance to actually get out how we truly feel. The wall that has been building up between us is now like open. Hopefully with all our new rules in place, I will have better control of the kids and they can come to your house.
And I love you.
God, I'm getting teary as well now. I'm watching you cry up. I'm getting all welled-eyed now, all of us. Oh dear. Making me feel all emotional. I became emotional. That, for me, made me recognise that there were two grown women wanting to heal. And I think together they'll work it out so that everybody's happy. In order for Mum to feel comfortable with the children at Grandma's house, she needs to be able to trust her children in her own house. It's time to take off those locks. Let's take the latch off the door now, have a stair gate at the top of the stairs so that the children are free to come in and out of their bedrooms and to go into each other's and have this hallway space as well.
That'd be great.
Mum's attitude has become more relaxed. She's been very receptive to the advice I've given her. She just wants change. Judy and Ed needed to recognise that they weren't being responsible parents by arguing and fighting in front of their children. So I explained to them that we were going to go upstairs to the bedroom and do the 3 and 30 solution to resolve this matter once and for all.
We asked Supernanny to come to our home to take care of our kids, and as it turned out, she's taking care of us.
At the end of every evening, I want you guys to do the 3 in 30 solution. And this is what it is. Mum and Dad write down 3 issues, they discuss it amicably, they do this within 30 minutes, and then they shred that piece of paper. It means to be honest with one another and to truly say how you feel. Okay, 30 minutes, Judy.
My first one is to stop yelling at each other in front of the kids.
Sometimes you're the one that's yelling and
We egg each other on, basically.
with the way you talk to me. I can read your feelings in the way you talk to me. But you just throw them out there like it means nothing to me. And it means a lot, and it hurts.
I hear Ed saying that he feels egged on by your behaviour and you're feeling like he doesn't understand you and that causes yelling. How do you resolve a situation?
Stop whatever we're talking about, whatever the problem was, and put it on hold till later.
Yeah, I think we needed to put the kids first, realize that they are in the room and they don't need to hear us acting like that.
What I'm hearing is you both have agreed to save what you need to discuss in the 3 and 30 solution, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Right, let's move on. Okay, Ed, next one, please.
I'm happy with it because I get to write down my issues and tell Judy point blank range what I'm thinking.
Forgive and move on so that you don't drag up yesterday, so that you can move forward.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry. Try harder.
Yep.
I both want you guys to tear off your paper and shred it.
It is going to be difficult to actually, once it goes in the shredder, act like it's just disappeared.
Okay.
That's going to be really tough and it's going to take a lot of work.
Come on, give me a big hug. Big boy. I'm leaving the Larmer family for a couple of days with all the advice and all the techniques. Please remember the 3 and 30 solution. Judy, relax. Take it out. And remember that tone of voice. All right? Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
I think what I'm going to miss most about Joe not being here is the support.
Bye.
Say bye, JoJo.
See ya.
I'm going to have to check myself instead of her checking me. That's going to be really tough.
Coming up on Supernanny, with Joe Gunn,
You're not coming in.
Mom and Dad revert to their old ways.
I asked you a simple question in a normal tone of voice.
I'm so sick of your hard head.
It's so sad, the need to be confrontational.
When Supernanny returns. If your family needs Supernanny's help, apply online at www.abc.com.
I'm leaving the Larmer family for a couple of days with all the advice and all the techniques. So let's just see how they get on.
We're going to Nana's house.
Yay!
This box is what we're going to take. We're going to fill it up with a bunch of our toys so we have stuff to do while we're at Nana's house.
Say hi, Graham. Hi, Nana.
Because we're going to show Nana all we've learned.
This is off to a good start.
Jesse, let's do a puzzle.
You want to do bugs? John, you want to do ice cream?
Yes.
There you go. Great job, John.
Thank you.
So you pat that, you pat it, and then it comes out.
Cherry pie. I like cherry pie. Look at.
Way to go, Grandma. That's the way to get involved.
Did Mommy bring lunch?
Here you go, Justin.
Here you go, Joe.
I'm so proud of you. You're keeping Nana's house nice and clean.
You all are gonna clean up the living room now, and then we're going to head home.
Oh my goodness. Did we have fun at Nana's house this time?
All right, bye-bye, Joe.
What a change. That's a real success.
You guys want to go swimming?
Good idea, Mum. Pool time for productive play.
Turn the hose on for Mom. Mommy has a little time to go get a few chores done, so you guys stay out here, be messy, have fun.
Mum, where are you going? You've just got out there. Cleaning can wait. What about your kids?
Now, y'all stop banging on this door right now. Go play.
Mum, the kids want to play with you.
You listen to me. If I got something to do in the house for 2 minutes, you need to use your patience. Why can't I have 2 minutes to myself? You have lots to do out here. Find something to do and play nicely. Go. You're not coming in.
Judy, remember your tone with the kids.
Come on over. I put all my stuff up.
Babe, I'm really sorry, but you're supposed to have time
Yeah,
with the
I know.
kids, and I
And
got
I'm trying
3 of
to-
them in the kitchen, Justin standing in a chair.
Jesse, come on.
Looks like Dad could use some help with ideas for playtime.
She's trying to watch TV. You're gonna have to be quiet.
You know what? She's not supposed to be watching TV. I think y'all are supposed to be doing some type of productive
Sorry,
play.
baby, it's going off, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Come on, just go in the other room and play.
Yo, what do y'all want to do? Y'all want to make funny plates with paint? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going outside.
Is that where we're going?
You can't go out and paint. Dinner's in like a minute.
Give him a break, Mum. At least he's trying.
Okay, let's play set the table.
Jeez, and you've only been at it for a couple of minutes.
Judy, lighten up. You're so harsh.
No, I don't know what to do.
As soon as the subject came up this morning that you didn't like money, we decided we can't talk about this now, let it be a 3:30 thing. You're supposed to get over it right then. Instead, you held a grudge all morning.
Are you done?
Yeah,
I guess that leads to my number 1. Think twice before being rude in questions or statements.
the way you talk to me is the way I talk back.
I'm so sick of your hard head. It's just your way or no way. You either do what I say or I'm gonna be mad, and I'm gonna stay mad if you don't start doing what I say.
This is supposed to be a discussion, not a fight.
What's the resolution for
Until
this?
you start taking responsibility for your actions, I don't think there will be one. All right, we got about a minute.
This is going to take a lot longer than a minute. I'm heading back. Having been away for a couple of days, I then return to the family.
Hello. How are you? Good to see you.
How are you?
Right. You well? Good. How are you? You well? Good to see you.
It is an opportunity for them to realise the mistakes that they've made, so together we can then move on to amend them. So let's have a look at this stuff now.
Justin, come here.
Jesse, let's do a puzzle. Thank you.
So you pat that, you pat it, and then it...
That's a good move back. We have fun at Nana's house this time?
Can we have more toys in there?
Step away. All right, love you.
Absolutely fantastic.
And the fact that you've used the box to be able to place everything inside for the children, and just a more productive afternoon here.
It was way different from all our other visits.
Fantastic job, the pair of you.
Thank you.
For y'all, what do y'all want to do? Y'all want to make funny plates with paint?
You can't go out and paint. Dinner's in like a minute. And you've only been at it for a couple of minutes.
Well, there's nothing, I don't know what to do.
I'm not pleased with the tone that was given to Ed, Judy, because what you're doing is undermining your husband in front of your children. What I want you to do is to be supportive towards Ed and to teach him.
Mommy has a little time to go get a few chores done. You go find something to do and play nicely for 5 minutes. Go.
Chill out, chill out, chill out. Ah! Mum, fantastic idea, you've got them out. But what you didn't do was spend time with the children first before allowing yourself to step out. You lost patience with Justin there. And then when telling him, you were right up in his face again. And that is intimidating. You need to step back. So be very aware of your own body space. Let's carry on with this.
I asked you a simple question in a normal tone of voice, and you turned it into a big, huge argument.
Think twice before being rude in questions or statements.
We have to come up with a resolution. We got about a minute.
It's so sad, the need to be confrontational and win your battle leaves no room for compromise. This really isn't fair for the children.
I totally agree with you, but I don't know how to make it stop.
Today we are going to do a 3 in 30 solution. And today I'm going to be here to just move you guys on so that you progress a step more. Any questions?
No. We were both out of control, talking in circles, doing everything that Joe told us not to.
Okay, Julie?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so let's get cracking.
Coming up on Supernanny, Joe teaches the family to remember to have fun.
And what you have to do is tell Jojo what it is that's missing.
Oh, it was a duck.
Yeah!
When Supernanny returns.
Today I knew that I had to sit down with the pair of them and go through the 3 in 30 solution again. One way or the other, it means the children are not going to suffer. And what I would like you to do is to write down 3 things that you feel are your own flaws. So if you could do that first, that would be brilliant. I truly believe it's important to realise that they're taking responsibilities for their own issues. Ed, read your first flaw about yourself.
I always look at the bad side and take the worst.
How are you going to change that?
When something good's supposed to happen, instead of just figuring for the worst, I'll try to figure for the best.
It does take a lot of courage to admit your own flaws and to talk about them as well. It's not easy. Let's talk about one for you.
The way I speak to you, it's wrong. I've seen it. It's kind of like you say, it's awful.
I'm proud that Judy and Ed have realised a lot of stuff about themselves, because for me, it means that they're moving in the right direction. The way you're talking to each other right now is fantastic. And I'm seeing a breakthrough with the pair of you starting to understand each other's issues so that you can get on with being parents to your kids and be successful at doing that. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Would you have a big hug? And I think as long as the pair of them can trust one another and have faith in one another and believe that they can get through it together, then we're making a footstep in the right direction here.
I was really at a loss at finding something to do that was productive for my children. I'd just like more ideas.
When it comes to productive play, Dad was running out of ideas, and so today I showed him what other things we could do together with the kids to stimulate them and engage them. Everyone come around.
All right.
We played a memory game where I placed some odd bits from the home on a cushion and told the children that they would have to remember what was on that cushion. This is a leaf, and we're going to put this right next to the spoon. And I want you to look, no touching, just look at what's on this cushion. Are you ready? Sunglasses. Now, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to close your eyes and put your hands over your eyes.
Hands over your eyes, just like
Jojo is going to take 2 things away. And what you have to do is tell Jojo what it is that's missing.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Put your hands over your eyes. Ready? Justin, what's missing?
Oh, there. Soup.
No. Can you remember, John?
Johnny, what was sitting right there?
Oh no.
Dad, let's give the first clue.
It had a beak.
Oh, it was a duck. Quack, quack.
It was the duck.
You hear that, Jess?
Quack, 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 quack.
The duck was right here.
Duck is right here.
That's right. It went there. Okay, we'll put it back. What was the other thing that went missing?
A lid.
Yeah!
Trying to find something to do was a challenge at first. And I think I got a good start on some ideas, and I'm hoping that more productive ideas will roll my way just off of these.
You guys can put it all in the basket now.
I hope this encourages them to carry on.
Can I have a kiss, big boy? Can I have a kiss?
Bye-bye. I'm going now.
It's been an emotional roller coaster in this household over the last couple of weeks.
And just remember, it's about you guys working it together to make sure that these little ones are contented and you guys are as parents, all right? So take care, Ed.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself, mate. You're more than welcome.
Thanks for all you've done for us.
Oh.
I think that the Larmer family have worked very hard to build bridges. I just hope that they can walk across them together for the future. For them, the future is very bright. This is just the beginning for them.
I'm already seeing my kids 100% turnaround. I haven't seen them smile and have this much fun ever.
The kids are happier. They have more playtime with mommy.
Up. Yeah.
I'm really trying to keep a cap on my yelling.
Good.
Say, Mommy loves you. Mwah. Say, Mommy loves you. Joe came in here and gave us techniques to use to improve our marriage, which will in turn improve our kids. Scrub, scrub, scrub.
They're listening better already.
Can she have one, please?
They are behaving better already.
Very nice. Thank you, Justin.
They're loving playing with each other now.
Ed and I are speaking to each other with more respect. How was your day?
Real good. How was yours?
Good.
Things are getting better around here.
Because now we have the tools to use to make things better.
She's not just a nanny. She's an angel in disguise. She saved a marriage here. She saved children here.
Thank you, Joe, for all you've done for us. We really appreciate it, and there's no way we can ever thank you enough. They did it again.